Good morning, students. Today, again, we are here with another topic from our grammar part, which is pronouns. Students, we are going to see the meaning, function, nature of pronouns and their classification, right? So, first of all, let us see the definition of pronoun. Pronouns is the sentence element used to replace a noun or a noun equivalent construction, and the replaced noun is named as antecedent. Students, pronouns they are used and they function as nouns. They are used in place of nouns and they function as nouns in a sentence, right? Just to avoid the repetition, we use pronouns, and the word which is replaced, the noun which is replaced, जो word आप replace करते हो to put a pronoun, that word is known as antecedent, right? So whenever in a sentence we do not want to keep repeating the noun, okay, every time, so we use a pronoun instead of that. Okay, उस noun की जगह हम फिर pronoun use करते हैं, right? Let us see the categories of pronouns, kinds of pronouns. Students, basically, there are 8 categories of pronouns. These are personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reflexive and emphatic pronouns, interrogative pronouns, relative pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, and indefinite pronouns. Okay, so we are going to know about each of these in detail in this video lesson, right? So, first of all, let's start with personal pronouns. So, what are personal pronouns? Personal pronouns represent specific people or things, like specific person or things. We use them depending on, like, if we talk about numbers, singular, or plural will be we. Person, first, second, third, you all know first, second, third person. Gender, male, female, or neuter. Okay. Case, subject or object case. So basically we use them in place of person or people that we are talking about. We use them in place of person or people we are talking about. Okay. Here are some personal pronouns followed by some example sentences. Like, let's see, number, like singular. If we talk about singular, person is given first, second, third person. Gender is given, you all know, male, female, neuter, which is neither male nor female, non-living things. Okay, just see personal pronouns, subject, object. If subject is I, object me, you will remain you, he, the object will be him, she, her, it will remain it, we will become us, you will you, they will become them. That is what we are talking about, subject and object in singular and plural form. Okay, so examples we are going to see, example sentence through which personal pronouns would be clear to us. Okay, let's see, just see, I like coffee. So I is a pronoun here. Okay, do you like coffee? You again, second person. John helped me. Okay, object, as object use हुआ है. John loves you, as object use हुआ है. Okay, you. He runs fast. Again, he's pronoun, right? Did Ram beat him? She is clever. Does Mary know her? We went home. Again, just see, we has become us. If we talk about we as a subject and as object. So Anthony drove us. Okay, so can you see how they have changed subject and object, right? I became me, you will remain you, he, him, she, her, we, us. Okay. Now, we often use it to introduce a remark like, it is nice to have a holiday sometimes. So, just a remark. It is important to dress well. We also use it to talk about weather, temperature, time, and distance. It's raining. It will probably be hot tomorrow. Is it 9 o'clock yet? It's a 50 kilometers from here to Cambridge. So, here we have seen some of the uses of it. Okay, for as a remark, it may be used to talk about weather, temperature, time, and distance. Okay, here we are not talking about male or female. It is used for neuter things. Okay, which are neither male nor female, non-living things. Okay, so these were some of the uses of it. Now let's move to possessive pronouns. What are possessive pronouns? We use possessive pronouns to refer to a specific person, people, or things the antecedent belonging to a person, people. So again, possessive, I have told you already, possessive means belongingness, to whom that thing belongs to. Okay, so you will never find a possessive pronoun near a noun despite the fact it is genitive of personal pronoun. Genitive means which shows relation with other pronoun. Okay, so basically students, possessive pronouns are the ones we use for showing the possession. Okay, fine. And we use possessive pronouns depending on, again, number, singular, plural, like singular mine, plural ours, person, first, second, third, gender, male, female. Okay, obviously it we cannot use for gender, right? It we cannot use for this possessive pronouns because we are talking about here belongingness. Okay, so it would be only male or female in case of gender. Okay, let's see some examples along with some rules. Just see, singular, plural, again first, second, third person, gender of owner. Obviously I have told you possessive means owner of something, right? Belongingness. So gender of owner, male, female. Okay, that may be again second person also male, female, third person also male, female. But what possessive noun we are going to use? Mine, yours. In first person we would use mine, second yours, third his or her. Depending on the gender of the owner. Okay, in case of plural, with first person we'll use ours. Okay, hamara. Second yours, and third would be theirs. Theirs means unka. Okay, third person. Okay, about whom we are talking, and it's in plural, so theirs. Is it clear, everyone? Like, let's see some examples. Look at these pictures. Mine is the big one. So look at these pictures. Mine, here mine means मेरी जो picture है. So again singular first person, so we have used mine. Subject क्या है? My picture. Okay, I like your flowers, do you like mine? Again object, my flowers, mine. Okay, all the essays were good, but his was the best. So here his, we are talking about the third person. Okay, so that's why we have used his, and here subject is his essay. You know what is the subject? किसका essay best था? His essay. John found his passport, but Mary couldn't find hers. So again hers we have used for Mary, right? Third person, so object is her passport. Okay, so basically when used before nouns, singular would be my, your, his, her, its. Plural would be our, your, their. Okay. When used alone, or जब alone use होंगे pronouns, then mine, yours, his, hers, its, and plural would be ours, yours, theirs. Okay. So this is how possessive pronouns would be used. If used before nouns, different. Used alone, different. Now let's talk about reflexive and emphatic pronouns. What are these pronouns? Let's see. Reflexive pronouns is used with an active voice verb in order to reflect the action of the verb taken back on the subject, the antecedent. So basically reflexive means when you reflect back. Okay, they just reflect the action of the verb on the subject. Okay, and emphatic accompanies its antecedent. Accompanies means के साथ होता है in order to accentuate its action. Okay, accentuate is like, describe its action. So basically emphatic and reflexive pronouns take different positions within the sentence structure. That means they have different position in a structure, in a sentence. How? Let's see. We use reflexive pronoun when we want to refer back to the subject of the sentence or clause. Okay, so reflexive pronoun कब use करते हैं? When we want to refer back, तो हम subject के बारे में उसको फिर से reflect कर रहे हैं action को. Okay, reflexive pronouns end in self. Most of them end in self. Self में कब end होते हैं? When it's singular, and selves when we're talking about plural. Like, just see, these are 8 reflexive pronouns. Singular if we see myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. These are singular reflexive pronouns. If we talk about plural, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. Okay, so these are reflexive pronouns which refer back to the subject. Okay. Like, just see, the underlined words are the same person or thing. Like, I saw myself in the mirror. So I saw whom? Myself. I myself are same. Why do you blame yourself? Again, you yourself are same. John sent himself a copy. So John himself are same. Okay. Now we are going to see demonstrative pronouns. Okay, demonstration you all know to point out. So demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives have exactly the same forms. The way to differentiate them depends on their position relative to antecedent or determined nouns. So basically, which are demonstrative pronouns? The ones which are used for demonstration, to point out. Okay, these are used to point out things that they refer to, right? Like, and one more thing that you have to remember is you don't have to confuse yourself between demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. A demonstrative pronoun may represent a thing or things. Okay, like you all know, this and these are used for the things which are near to you. Okay, far, if they are far away from you, if they're distant from you, then you use that, those. Like as you can see in the image also, right? That, those for distant things, this, these for nearby things. Okay, this tastes good, these are bad times, that is beautiful, those were the days. So these are demonstrative pronouns. Okay, now you have to pay attention that the word that has four main functions: demonstrative, pronoun, or adjective. Like that book is good, here book is coming, noun is coming with that, that means it is demonstrative adjective. Okay, relative pronoun, anything that you remember could help a lot. Relative means आप इस चीज को relate कर रहे हो. Okay, they are connected to each other. Conjunction, he said that, conjunction as a joining word use हुआ है, he had been there before. Adverb, the snow was that high. कितना high था? That high. Don't confuse demonstrative pronouns with demonstrative adjectives. दोनों चीज अलग हैं student. They are identical but a demonstrative pronoun stands alone. Although word जो होता है वो same होता है, but demonstrative pronouns stand alone. वो हमेशा अकेले आते हैं. There is no noun with it. But demonstrative adjectives always qualify a noun. Like that smells. So again, that smells. That means that thing smells. Okay, so that smells will be pronoun because it stands alone. That book is good, जिसमें adject आपका, we are having a noun with it, that's why it will be demonstrative adjective. Normally we use demonstrative pronouns for things only, but we can use them for people when person is identified. Like, this is Joseph speaking, is that Mary, that sounds like John. Okay, so here we have used that with person here, because it is specified that about whom we are talking. Okay, so these were demonstrative pronouns. Let's talk about interrogative pronouns. We use them to ask questions. Interrogative pronouns represent the things that we don't know. There are four main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, which. The possessive pronoun whose can be also be used as an interrogative pronoun. Okay, so here's a table given. If we talk about person, then subject would be who, object would be whom, thing what, person which, again person whose. Whose is possessive because whose means kiska. Again ownership is shown. Okay, here are some examples. Who told you? Answer, John told me. So subject is John. Whom did you tell? I told Mary. Object. Mary, what has happened? An accident has happened. Subject, an accident. Okay, so these were interrogative pronouns, the ones which are used to ask questions. Okay, now let's know about relative pronouns. Okay, so a relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduces a relative clause. It is called relative. क्यों वो relative कहा जाता है? Because it relates to the word it modifies. Like there are 5 relative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, that. Now students, you will say, ma'am, these were interrogative also, but you have to see the usage. कहाँ पे use हो रहे हैं ये? Okay, who subject, whom will be object. They are generally only for people. Whose is for possession, which is for things, and that can be used for people and things, and as subject and object. It depends on the sentence. Okay, who subject, whom object, whose for possession, which for things. That can be used for both. Relative pronouns can refer to singular, plural. There is no difference between male and female when we talk about relative pronouns. Okay, next is reciprocal pronouns. We use them when each of two or more subject is acting in the same way towards the other. Okay, reciprocal, same way, same. Okay, so there are only two reciprocal pronouns and they both are two words, each other, one another. Okay, that means they are together, they are used together. Okay, so there are only two reciprocal ones, reciprocal pronouns, and those two reciprocal pronouns are each other and one another. Okay, now the next and the last kind is indefinite pronoun. An indefinite pronoun does not refer to any specific person, thing, or amount or anything. It is vague. Vague means which is blur, which is not specific, and it is not definite कि यही use होगा or any rule. Some typical indefinite pronouns are these talk in general. Just see, these are some indefinite pronouns: another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, much, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, one, somebody, someone, something. So they are in general. Okay, for plural we can say both, few, many, others, several. All, any, most, none, and some can be singular or plural both depending on the phrase that follows them. So basically indefinite pronouns are the ones which refer to the things in general. Okay, another name is distributive pronouns. Okay, distributive pronouns are the ones which refer to one thing at a time, like either, neither, each of these girls has a book. Okay, so these are indefinite and distributive pronouns. Right? Students, I hope all the kinds of pronouns are clear to you. Please go through all the rules from your book and watch the video again. Right? And do try the exercises. Okay? I'll see you all in your next class. Till then, just take care, students, and keep practicing grammar. Thank you.